Shalom, shalom. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Chakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I just want to play this real quick, and I want to say, don't be like this guy, Akim. Do not be like this guy here. I'm talking about the dude with the glasses, the light-skinned dude with the glasses, and I'm going to show you why.
How you doing? Why you out like that?
Why are you grabbing my hand? Why are you just looking at him? What you think about to go? Can I help you?
I wanted to get your Instagram if that's okay with you.
And why are you touching me?
Being spontaneous, right? Who this?
I'm trying to figure that out too. Who are you? Because somebody's walking up touching me, you looking at.
Hey,
Hold on, this your boyfriend?
I'm not sure no more.
you don't know. I thought you was supposed to talk to him and tell him no.
Can I get your Instagram?
I don't have Instagram. I don't know what y'all got going on.
Don't be like this dude, all right? I don't know how real this is or whatever the case may be, but this nigga look he just look weak, you know? He's just weak. He's just in that weak spirit. A dude's coming behind you, and he's touching your girl's hand, grabbing your woman's hand in front of you, asking for her number or whatever the case may be. This is shameful. That makes you look bad. Really, that makes you look worse than it makes her look, because you ain't stepping up to get ready to punch this dude in the face. Okay, there's a time and place to punch a nigga in the face. All right? And I'm not pushing violence, but I'm saying you have the right to defend yourself and your family in any situation, man. You have the right to defend yourself, man. Okay? The scriptures don't condone nothing like this. All right? The scriptures say that jealousy is the rage of a man. All right? And I'm not saying to go around being jealous, but that's a high level of disrespect. As a man, you cannot let that slide. As a man, that is unacceptable. All right? This is not the time to say, oh, I'm going to be spiritual. No. The dude is way out of line. He's disrespecting you. He's violating your woman. But you gonna let a nigga just what kidnap your children in front of you? There's a time and place for everything. Okay? And you gotta know when to gauge when it's time to do certain things. This is shameful. You know? And you know what? These little YN demons, and this nigga's a demon for even doing this stupid ass prank. Because this is doing nothing but promoting wickedness. But they can see what type of man they want to play games with too. You know? They see a certain dude. They ain't do if the dude looked like Kimbo Slice, they wouldn't bet finna run up on him, just based upon how he looks and also not just that, how he carries himself. You know, how he walks. You know, you're supposed to have a masculine walk, man. You know, I know people always used to talk about how rough my walk was since I was young. Since I was a young kid, I've had a rough type of walk. You know, you ain't supposed to be no weak looking ass nigga. All right. And then, you know, have that docile look in your eyes, man. You're supposed to have a serious, no nonsense look in your eyes, man. The prophets had a serious looks in their eyes. Hey, when it spoke about King David, I didn't even want to get no scriptures, but let me get this real quick. When it spoke about King David and his mighty men, it said they were, chafed in the spirit. I believe it's chafed. Chafed. Right. There we go. This is 2 Samuel's 17:7. It said, and Hushai said unto Absalom, the counsel of Ahithophel hath given and Hushai said unto Absalom, the counsel that Ahithophel hath given is not good at this time. For said Hushai, thou knowest thy father and his men, that they be mighty men, and they be chafed in their minds, right? Meaning they're irritable, okay? We're highly irritable. As men of the Lord, we gotta, we don't want to, we're highly annoyed at you people. Okay. We're highly annoyed at this kingdom. Okay. But we still got our emotions in control, but we are annoyed. And you can see it in our face. We don't. I had one guy tell me that at the boxing gym one time, and because I have a mean I have a mean look on my face, man. When I'm out in the world, we're mean men. We're not friendly, happy-go-lucky dudes for the most part. I mean, I'll speak for myself. Maybe you have some brothers that are more happy-go-lucky. I'm a meaner type of guy. I mean, I can switch it up. I know how to have conversations with people. Brothers have said I know how to talk to people, have good conversation. I know how to speak to people. I know how to play that role of, hey, how you doing? They don't have conversations. But overall, the look that I have on my face is that of, well, I'm going to tell you what the man at the trainer at the boxing gym told me. I basically told him, I say, oh, listen, don't feel any way if you see me looking a certain way at you. I'm not looking at that. Basically I was trying to comfort him because I know I don't smile a lot. He might smile at me. Sometimes I don't really, it's hard. It's hard for me to fake a smile. In other words, I'll put it that way. And I was just trying to comfort him to tell him, listen, don't feel no way by that. That's just me. And he's like, no. The way I look at you as a man that doesn't take no nonsense. I look at you as a no nonsense man. That's what he said. That's what he said to me. And people can see that on us, and the way I am with the brotherhood is different than the way I am with the people of the world. Okay. And the men of King David and King David himself were that same way. They were very, very stern and fierce men. When you look at the angels are fierce. The angels are mighty. The angels have a serious look on their face. They have a look of, you don't want to mess with these guys. Okay. And it's not to say that we're trying to be tough guys. It's just the spirit that we're in. You understand what I'm saying? So let me read that again. It says, for said Hushai, thou knowest thy father and his men, that they be mighty men, and they be chafed in their minds, as a bear robbed of her whelps in the field. And thy father is a man of war, and will not lodge with the people. Okay. So when you look up that word chafe, like I said, the word chafe, basically means to be annoyed, but let's look it up real quick. Mar, right? What does the word mar mean? It means bitter. Okay. Bitterness of water or food, of harlots and of wickedness of pain. So it's a bitterness. We have a bitter look in our face, and we don't smile a lot. I do not smile a lot, bro. You see me with the brothers and I joke and laugh with the brothers and stuff like that. I like to crack a lot of jokes with brothers. That's with brothers, bro. Outside of the brotherhood, I don't do that. People are very weary of how they come up to me and how they interact with me in the world. I'm telling you the honest truth. And like I said, it's not because I'm trying to be a tough guy. It's just the spirit that we're in. And I know you brothers can relate to that. It's the spirit that we're in. We're in a serious, austere, bitter spirit. Okay. Understand what I'm saying, man. This kingdom has worn us out, man. And we're tired of Esau's rulership. Okay. And even when you look at Yahushai was known as what? An austere man. He didn't have this docile, simple-minded. I wish I could remove these damn captions so you can see his face. He has a docile. The hell is this? Okay, here we go. Salakia. He has a docile look on his face, man. Look at him. Look at this. Is docile. This is friendly, happy-go-lucky. This is not a threat. A man. When people look at you as a man, they're supposed to have a level of how do you say that? There's supposed to be a level of danger that exudes from you. This is Luke 19:21. It says Luke 19:20. It says, and another came saying, Lord, behold, here is thy pound. And that's going into this knowledge and this truth. Okay. You have people who did something with the knowledge and the truth, who are out there on the highways and the byways putting in that work. And then you have niggas who are not putting in the work, hiding the truth under a napkin and ashamed to proclaim it to the world. Okay. which I kept laid up in a napkin. That was this guy. For I feared thee, because thou art an austere man. See, the Lord Yahweh Shai is an austere man, or he was an austere man. He's in the heavens on the right hand side of the Heavenly Father now, but he's an austere man. He's in an austere spirit. Thou takest up that thou layest not down, and reapest that thou didst not sow. Now let's look up this word austere. Let's see if austere means soft, docile, happy-go-lucky, man. That's not what the word austere means. Even though we move harmless as sheep and wise as serpents, we don't have that look. And that does not mean that we're going to let a person violate us, or we're not going to defend ourselves. That's not what it means. That means that we're not aggressors. Okay? That means we ain't coming to march to the Capitol building with straps. We're not doing those type of things. You understand what I'm saying? But we're in a very serious spirit. And we don't got time to effing play with you niggas either, man. You guys playing all these pranks. Grown men doing these pranks, man. You step up to the wrong person and they may not know it's a prank, and something bad could happen to you. Okay, this is the word in the Greek for austere. It's austeros. All right. And every brother should know how to do some type of arts, man. Martial arts, man. You know? At least the basics, you know? It says, of mind and manners, harsh, rough, rigid. This is the look that the Lord had. He had a rigid, rough look. He didn't have a look that you just go talk to him and say any goddamn thing to him. Okay? That's why a lot of times they'll be whispering to each other. Oh, I wonder this, I wonder that. Because they were kind of nervous to go and bring it to Yahweh Shai at certain times. All right? Because they didn't want to get cursed out. You see? So there's a time and place for everything, man. Don't be like this guy here. Even she's looking like, what the fuck is up with this dude? This dude's not even a man. You know? And that's why, you know, when some of these chicks don't want to get with certain dudes that's super duper nerdy, and you can't fault them for that, because you don't want a dude that's weak, but don't give these hoes the excuse to go deal with no fucking pookie either. All right? Hey, there's masculine men that work in trade jobs and stuff like that are still masculine, right? But they're not troublemakers. You know, they're not YNs. So there's no excuse for that. Okay? They know who those men are. It's just because the men they're boring. But a dude like this, the dude that's in this docile spirit, let me play this one more time, man. This ain't it. Don't be like this. This is not what it means to be harmless as a dove. Don't get it twisted.
How you doing? Why you out like that?
Why are you grabbing my hand? Why are you just looking at him? What you think about to go? Can I help you?
I wanted to get your Instagram if that's okay with you.
And why are you touching me?
Being spontaneous, right? Who this?
I'm trying to figure that out too. Who are you? Because somebody's walking up touching me, you looking at.
Hey,
Hold on, this your boyfriend?
I'm not sure no more.
Look at this docile look on this nigga's face, man. Nigga look weak, man. Nigga standing there watching the next man grab your woman's hand. What the fuck are you? What's up with you, man?
You don't know. I thought you was supposed to talk to him and tell him no.
And then you don't have no bass in his voice. Hey, B, don't be like this. That's the end of the lesson. With that, I'll say shalom.